PSG.LGD's turn to ban. OG's turn to ban. PSG.LGD's turn to ban. OG's turn to ban. PSG.LGD's turn to ban. OG's turn to ban. PSG.LGD's turn to pick. OG's turn to pick.
Man stands ready.
Hello everybody and welcome to some more Dota 2 madness over here at the Epicenter Major, the last major available in the Dota season for this DPC. I am your play-by-play caster, Party Petey. After a bunch of long connection issues, we're finally here, and Forge is with me today, and he is as giddy as a schoolgirl for this series. So Forge, how you doing?
I'm so friggin' pumped for this, man. We've got OG, LGD, the TI infamous Game 5 rematch. I mean, I know they faced each other before in the DPC. This isn't the first time they've run into each other, and LGD's been able to take a couple of licks back and forth since then, but I mean, still, it's an intense rivalry, and I am so excited for this game. Right off the bat, we're going to get Sven Warlock right in there. LGD focusing a lot on their Seb bands in the first phase, the Magnus, the Beastmaster, and then the Jerax band of the Spirit Breaker. And on the flip side, OG focusing a lot on the sustain. Got the Chen, the Io, and then a little bit of push with that Lone Druid. So first bands, pretty good from both sides, and first picks as well. Very popular in the meta. Warlock, I mean, one of the most annoying supports to deal with right now. Fatal Bond's doing insane amounts of work in these team fights, and on the flip side, Sven actually was the one of the key instruments in OG losing their last game against TNC, bringing them into this match. So LGD snagging it up and looking to put the pressure on.
They pick up the Nature's Prophet too. We saw this. If anyone was watching, I'm sure they definitely were. The Nature's Prophet in the previous game they were having problems with, but now they have the Nature's Prophet in this game. LGD, I mean, I imagine they were watching in the meantime too, so they have a rough idea of what to expect out of them from the previous game. But yeah, very, very popular picks right now, like you were talking about. The Sven's a really big one. It's a pretty standard build what you go for with the Sven. It's usually, actually, it's always the Echo Saber, first and foremost.
Yeah, it's the Phase Midas and then Echo Saber, or if you don't go Phase Midas, then you go like treads right into the Echo Saber. But Phase Midas seems to be the big pickup right now.
Yeah, so it's like Phase Midas, Echo, then like Blink Dagger, and it's either Chrysalis into like AC, or Daedalus into AC, or AC into Daedalus.
Something along the lines of that. BKB,
yeah, basically big boy items. Oh yeah, and then BKB, of course. BKB has to be in there.
It's it's not like it's one of the most kiteable cores in the game or anything. You don't need a BKB. And speaking of kiteable cores, I mean, you got the Nature's Prophet, man. That Sprout's going to be real annoying. 4 staffs are going to be almost mandatory. Everyone remembers the infamous Sproutizi a few years ago, and I mean, this is Seb Nature's Prophet, man. Very competent player, putting a lot of work in. And I'm really interested to see what build he goes for, because sometimes you'll see that just like really tanky kind of team fight aura build from him. Sometimes you'll see that bit more of the split push that we're used to seeing. A lot of versatility available here, and I mean, we've already got good team fights, so maybe he looks to go just for the rat. it's a lot of
10
options available.
seconds remaining.
Definitely, and always got to remember the
5
rock when it comes to the
seconds
pushes as well. So there's a lot of already strong going up by OG, and I'm definitely excited to see in what way they want to turn this around. LGD pick up the Grimstroke, which is another really good hero that's actually it's pretty good against Nature's Prophet. It kills off the Nature's Prophet treants in a push, as well as basically annihilates any hero that's behind every one of those treants in the whole entire creep
Turn
wave,
to ban.
since it's the exact opposite of a Windy.
Yeah.
OG's
Get
turn
that
to
nice
pick.
stroke of fate,
PSG,
delete stuff,
LGD.
and even though it's not necessarily the best combo with Grimstroke, you do at least have the single target spell of the spend stun. You get the double storm bolt. It's not an insane amount of wombo combo, but it's nice getting that extra stun out there, and the leash as well. Very very nice. The double silence is going to be very key here. You chuck that
10
onto the
seconds
Tusk.
remaining.
He's going to roll in, look to save his teammate. All of a sudden, the double silence comes out.
5 seconds remaining.
Jerax Tusk, man, that's going to be something that's hunting for that Grimstroke in those backlines. Lots of physical damage, lots of burst. Grimstroke's a pretty squishy hero.
Yeah, I'm actually a huge fan of this Tusk pickup. I love seeing a good Tusk play every now and again, and it doesn't really get picked up too often. A lot of people seem to kind of prefer going for the Earth Spirit, but every time the Tusk comes out, I'm always super excited because it's just like good snowballs. It's actually super easy to just roam and gank at any point in time. He's actually one of my more favorite position 4s that I like to watch, that I like to play, but mostly I like to watch. He just provides so much potential.
Yeah, the other thing too about it is that it gives you extra kiting options for the spend, right? First you have the Sprout. Now they banned the Shaker in the second phase, but you grab this Tusk that does that same thing of blocking off this rain, forcing the spend to waste his BKB. You have BKB Piercing Cancel as well for the TP, which is actually also potentially going to be important against
10
the Elder
seconds
Titan,
remaining.
because you get if you go super late game, you get an
5
Ags either
seconds
through the Roach
remaining.
or from buying one, you get the spell immune while you're stomping, so having that potential is nice. And then the Lifestealer here, really good pickup from OG as well. Lots of tanky heroes to just run at. You can rage off the silence from the Grimstroke while it's still in the air. And there's no real hard initiating lockdown except for Blink Stun from the Sven. So you should be able to get rage off in most of these fights.
Yeah, the Lifestealer is definitely a really good pickup here. Most likely going to go for the standard Radiance build, which means they just need their mid at this point, unless for some reason they want to run mid Nature's Prophet, but probably not.
It's probably going to be, I would imagine, the Morphling pick here from LGD. It's, you can just run it on maybe, and it's very good against Lifestealer because you just constantly have a free BKB. You just morph into the Lifestealer, get that rage. You have lots of damage, lots of physical bursts. You have, you're pretty mobile, so easy to kite in the same way that you want to kite the Sven. You want to kite that Lifestealer, and the same thing during that rage. I think Morphling pretty solid. And also, you actually have the Grimstroke combination as well. So you have the double shotgun potential, which going into the late game is just absolutely insane.
So you're predicting this is Morphling, right? And it's not Morphling.
So Chalice Omni Knight. It's, the Morphling is still an option at this point because you can still
morph targets allies.
Morph targets allies. You have the double Heavenly Grace. You have just an insane amount of heal and sustain. But
remaining.
Even outside of the Morphling potential, it's just kiting mechanisms, right? You have the Earth Splitter, the Echo Stomp, you have Guardian Angel, you have all these ways to kind of reset the fight after the Golem comes out. That's the big thing. The Golem comes out, Fatal Bonds gets dropped, and Guardian Angel. Nobody's taking any damage. So you have that bit of reset period. Kind of like a pseudo Naga Siren.
Mm-hmm. Really strong as well, so I'm excited to... I still feel like LGD will pick up Morphling, though. Like, just thinking about it, here's the big thing that I'm going through in my head right now. Which, there's not that much that goes through there.
10 seconds remaining.
Morphling gets Ags, Elder Titan, uses Elder Titan
5
Stomp,
seconds
has a
remaining.
a 2 to 4 to 6 to 8 to 10 second BKB.
Yeah.
Because that comes off of the stomp now. Like, that's pretty good if he gets it off.
Yeah, and you get the Astral Spirit buff too. That's another thing. Right? You just chuck the Spirit out, get a whole bunch of bonus damage, and then shift back into Morphling and right-click Fools down.
So they ban out the TA. I don't think TA was on OG's pickup draft here. I don't really see TA being the strongest. It's still very susceptible to Sven, at least in the later point of the game, but
10 seconds
a very
remaining.
sustainable mid.
For their mid. Like if they're not looking at Morphling,
5 seconds.
they might be looking at a maybe hero that gets run at by the TA. The Leshrac. Lots of burst physical damage from the TA, which Leshrac doesn't want to deal with. She has the Refraction to kind of deal with the nukes. Diabolic Edict is pretty good, but other than that, once she gets a BKB, Leshrac doesn't really do a whole lot. And with the Tusk roaming potential as well, Leshrac is already going to be in a kind of weird spot, and if you have TA traps to really enhance that, maybe one just wants to have they want maybe to have a safe game, right? Make space for Ame.
All right.
Be the Thompson.
Yeah, this is what I was thinking in my head. I'm like, is there really a spot where I could see that Thompson will pick up the Monkey King in this scenario? I haven't seen it go extremely well against the Leshrac, but Thompson is very confident and will pick up the Monkey for this.
I mean, it's Thompson MK, man. Like if he looks at Seb and says, "Yeah, I want it," he's feeling good about it. This is. I mean, he was playing it before it was cool. You know, he was the hipster Monkey King. If he thinks he can beat maybe Leshrac with it, I believe him. In terms of draft, though, I think LGD has themselves a really solid 5-man lineup. I'm a little bit worried about OG for when that mid-game push kind of comes in from LGD, assuming that maybe doesn't get just absolutely dumpstered. They're going to just be able to come together as a 5-man unit and throw Chalice in the front lines with Leshrac doing a bunch of damage. Have the Heavenly Grace and the Guardian Angel for reset. You've got supports that can sit super far in the back and get a lot of work done. So I worry a little bit that OG will get run at, but as it scales later game, I think they have a very good shot at this.
All right. So, in my opinion, I think OG actually just have to freaking take this game within 20 minutes. Which is going to be hard, because Lifestealer will obviously go for Radiance, so don't really foresee that being the instantaneous finish off. So, basically, your verdict is it's LGD's draft and LGD's game?
I think so, yeah. I think they have strong lanes, because they have the Omni Knight, they have the Grimstroke. Sven is going to get bullied a little bit by the Nature's Prophet, but he can at least deal with the trees.
Prepare for battle.
Actually,
right.
They might. Seb's running bottom. They might actually just run it safe lane and put the. Looks like they're going to put the Prophet up against the Omni Knight, which is one way to deal with it, right? Just right click him from range. Don't worry about the Purify nukes. Put the Lifestealer up against the Sven. Big, beefy strength hero to feast off of. And
right,
Thompson is very deep.
There's no Tiny in this game either, like we saw in the EG series yesterday. Thompson, however, yeah, this is a big 4-man stun that's going to result in absolutely no kills. Ame is slowed up, though, and they do have the level 1 tag team, and actually, Ame's dead. Level 1 tag team, and they're actually turning to see if they can get the kill on FY as well. Tag team won't be up for another 13 seconds, and yeah, okay, they'll just have to leave this one.
Up soon. They can go for this. He's gonna back.
Now 3 seconds left on open wounds. 20 seconds until the bounty runes, however, and do have Monkey King / the chicken all the way back at the base at the moment.
That's why Thompson was good. He just ran back to base and didn't care. He's like, alright, I'll just get stun level 1. Stun level 1 isn't the worst for Monkey King either, too, especially against the Leshrac, because now you can just secure your range creep with it.
Looks like OG will take the runes as a 3-1 pickup, as well as obviously getting the first blood earlier.
It's a very good start.
So, extremely good start. And we actually see J-Rax up here in the top, just blocking their creeps so they can end up getting the creeps stuck on top of the tower.
Yeah, and then have it push back in the other way.
Yep.
Really good. I mean, OG. They know what they want to do, and they know how they have to do it. They are going to end up with Ame down bottom against Seb.
We're trying to go for the solo kill on Nova up on the top here. Nova with, actually, yeah, it's just going to die to the Fatal Bonds there.
They do dodge the lanes that they were worried about. Seb is bottom against the Sven. The lifesteal area is going to be up against the Omni lane. So not the exact laning setup that OG wants, but if they are able to reset the creep tower how they want, I'm sure it'll be...
Yeah, so far it's not the worst for them, because, you know, OG's already got 2 kills. They're managing pretty well. However, all the top lane's health is at basically half HP, so they probably won't be able to do another tower dive.
Level 1, so until level 2, they don't have any sustain.
Does have Salve and 6 tangos, though. I'm sure he'd be willing to lend aid. Yeah, there it is, Salve. I don't know how to...
Checking in mid lane, actually, Thompson doing very well. 4 and 5 to the 1 and 0, maybe with track.
It's not having a great time.
That is not how I saw that lane going.
I'm pretty sure we both thought that it was definitely going to be, like, Lesher should have been dominating this game.
Yeah.
Like, almost 100%, and...
He's got the boots on MK coming out, too, on Courier.
Yeah, Thompson's already pretty farmed. 9 and 6, and this Lesh is actually having a hard... It's a lot harder than I guess expected. It doesn't, like... Okay, well, he gets the regen rune. It is broken immediately, however, and Thompson will be able to get the Jinju stack. Snowball goes through.
Do they have shards? No, they got...
No shards. They got tag team, but that'll confirm the kill indefinitely. And not to mention, Seb also finds the kill on FY on the bot lane. So
and that's over Venom now for Monkey King too. So that chase is going to be even easier in the future. OG starting themselves off. You know, they're setting a pace. He said they wanted to end the game in 20 minutes, and if they can keep going at this and just keep running it, maybe shut him down, that 5-man's not going to be able to come together.
Seb looked like he was about to go down bot, by the way, but manages to get out just by being a god and blocking with the weirdest treants I've ever seen.
You haven't seen the coconut treants before, man?
I know what box they came in, and I did not want to go for it. I thought it was a really weird set. There's no colorful prismatics. They're going for yeah. Well, Leshrac will go down again.
Roll in, baits out the stun, has the stun ready on Monkey King. Tag team is a hell of an ability against a hero with 4 armor. Leshrac very weak, and he didn't have TP ready, so he's gonna have to walk back to lane.
Well, Tusk also TP'd back to base, so he'll have to walk back as well. It'll be a long time before the next rotation happens.
This is ours.
Looks like he might be heading bottom to put some pressure on Ame.
That'd be good because the only person they ended up killing down in this bot lane... Actually, no. They're both 0-1, so...
Well, Ame died for first blood.
That's true.
So, he hasn't died since going to lane.
Yeah, applying some pressure to Ame would be very beneficial down here. It seems like the rest of the lanes are pretty much doing alright, excluding the fact that it looks like we've got a bit of an issue for Thompson in the mid here. Rotation coming out by Nova. Oh, he misses the stroke of fate, and he's going to be able to salve on up and maybe even reset the fight here, because he does have 4 stacks online. And nope, JRX actually finds the kill on the bottom here on Ame. So like you were saying.
Lots of action going on around the map, and Thompson finds Nova mid.
Does find Nova.
Stun.
Goes for the stun. Will confirm. Actually, Shaska will get the kill there. So.
Bounty runes are coming up soon. We'll see how this one gets split. We saw in LGD's last series, they didn't really prioritize the runes. Have to see if they put a bit more emphasis on it this time. Looks like they will be able to get 3, maybe even 4 runes.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go for a full 4 pick up on this one. So LGD, at least making up for... Actually, they're not going for the 4th one. Looks like they're trying to set up for Anna up on the top lane here. But Anna's not really scared. He's actually trying to go on Chalice here. He does have open wounds if they need it. No rage for another 2 seconds. Silenced up anyway. We'll be able to get a rage as well, though. open wounds is available, but yeah, he's just going to try and get out of here. He doesn't want to get chased down by Chalice. There goes the heal ball. One more right click will find the kill. Stroke of Fate and a whiff as well. So, just going to go ahead and shrine and just reset that sleep down on the bot lane. No kill potential coming off of that one, though. 29,500 treants created.
It's a lot of Nature's Prop.
Unless you play Nature's Prophet with Ags and Refresher, and you go for the +4 treants.
It's fair.
Random Centaur stun, slowing down Seb's aggression. I think they were looking for a sprout on the Ame, but alas, the Random Centaur.
Ame has managed to keep up in CS, though. 36 and 8, keeping up with Ana in this top lane. Mid lane, it looks like it's kind of equalized. 23 and 1 for maybe. He's still behind the Monkey King by about 10, but at least kind of catching up. It's the deaths that are really going to start being an issue if they keep running at him. But it looks like they want to run an FY instead.
They do manage to miss the ice shards, though, so they'll have to reset for the next attempt. There was a smoke out on the Lesh in the mid, but it's now being scouted by the Monkey King, who's just jumping around looking for him. It's good ward placement. They are going to see the eventual rotations back down in bottom. Do manage to land a really good stop. Thompson comes in, silenced up, looking for the kill on FY, and start clicking away. We'll try to go for the last stack. The stun's not going to land on anything. Thompson throws down his stun as well. Out goes the stun. Out. Oh my goodness, this is a big stomp actually. They have enough damage to follow suit after that, though. They do manage to get the snowball just in time. It will slow down. At least one less kill set. We'll start TPing out. J-Rex trying to get a kill, but he'll end up going down as well. And Thompson just going to jump on out of there.
FY with that clutch south play is able to make it out there.
That stomp, though, that's the stomp that, like, if he had ultimate already, which, unless he was a solo laned Elder Titan, he would have had it, but there was that would have been absolutely devastating. Well, more than it already was.
If Jerax was like a second slower on that, even half a second slower on that snowball, that would have been actually, I think, a three-man wipe for LGD picking up OG, because they had so many heroes grouped up for that maybe stun.
Second stomp down in the bot here. They're trying to go for the kill on Seb. No mana for God Strength. Does have fine wall charges though if he wants to try and God Strength fight this, and he's just trying to click as much as possible. They do manage to get Seb, and Shaska will go down as well. So they will find return kills, and most likely this bot tower will be going down in due time.
The good news for OG at this point is that Ana is still free farming. Right? He hasn't been involved in any fights. He's just been laning. LGD has been running Ame and Maybe and everybody except Chalice basically into these fights. And eventually Chalice is going to have to join these fights and start helping out. Whereas Ana can just keep farming and get bigger and bigger. 60 and 10 for him right now. Buffed up a little bit by the jungle creeps. But still looking like a very good Midas timing from him. Thompson doing his usual thing. Just make space, let Ana win the game. I don't need to do anything except just, you know.
Click on creep waves. I don't need to do anything except clip on creep waves, get Midas, get Radiance, and then
that's it. Hopefully
beat Sven. Yeah, but the Sven Midas is very far behind, so there's definitely ahead on that market.
Oh geez, he only has 300 gold towards it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ana's gonna have
He's a very poor boy.
And it does look like Seb's gonna go for more of that tanky aura build. Just wants to fight, again, that idea of we are gonna play as 4, let Ana just do his safe lane free farm thing, not worry about it. Ana getting really low on top though, getting clicked down by Chalice.
Sorry, there was a bug. And well, they will do the infest spawn, and he's right back to full HP, so reset that one. Ice shards go out. They're fighting at the room. The 10-minute mark. The silence goes out. The Monkey King does so much damage. And Nova stuck on the back lines. Will be able to get out. Pops up a salve. The stomp slowing down everything else. Thompson looking for another kill here, but Seb does manage to find the perfect sprout. They will find the kill on Nova as well. And the Hand of Midas is back online.
10-minute Midas for...
Back online. It is online. It's back online, boys.
It's back. We're doing it live.
I'm doing it live.
Radiant's
Anyway,
bottom tower is under
Midas
attack.
up online now, so it's at top of the network here, but we're looking at the Tusk in a bit of trouble down here in the bot. We'll have the snowball, but won't end up. Don't think there's really much he's going to be able to do here. The TP coming in from Ana, maybe trying to find a return kill. No snowball available. Activates tag team for at least a little bit of damage on his residual grave. And F-Flight starting to channel the stop will land, and now we have Shoshka coming in as well. So we'll be able to. Nature's Prophet Ultimate actually coming through, doing immense damage to the both of them.
Oh, and
Thompson goes down in the mid. Rotation out from Nova.
Looks like the Yules on Leshrac was there. So the Yules into stun with the follow-up Inkswell. That's a big kill. And it did end up going to maybe, so that's going to be 400 gold for him. And he is now top net worth because of it.
Yeah, leading at 5.3. Yeah, just one kill on the, it wasn't the max net worth at the moment, but basically very important carry kill. Yeah, and we'll set him up on that net worth pretty quickly. He's going to go for the Boots of Travel as his second item here.
Just wants to be able to split push the waves and then be able to join his team. They, as well as, again, kind of the life stealer. At the end of the day, that's one of the other big things. The speedier you are, the less you care about opponents.
So let's see, what are we looking at? So it is still the Radiance on Ana, 100%. There's nothing that's really going to change this build. Thompson's going to go for the Echo, another very standard. A lot of standard builds from standard players in standard games.
They are going to, it looks like, run down at Ana, though. There's 3 heroes around here. He gets caught out with preemptive rage. He does have rage.
Trying to bait the Spirit. He dropped the Earth Splitter here, and he's going to start the TP, yeah. I don't really know about that Earth Splitter, to be honest. But
they were thinking he was rage TPing in the trees, so the Earth Splitter does have a BKB piercing mini stun. I think that's why they were using it.
Ana back in the lane, though. They're going to maybe try to defend this tower, but there are 5 heroes down here, and LGD are ready to take a fight. And
they have the wards ready for it, too. They have the ward behind the tower and the one on the shrine. They do have the vision to be able to take this fight. Rock is online, though. That's something to keep in mind. Thompson does have a TP to join this fight.
Just farming up in the top lane, not revealing quite yet. They drop the scan, and Thompson knows he could just click these creeps for a little while and apply some pressure to this tier 2.
Oh, Courier.
Courier, however, almost getting sniped in the back lines.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So, yeah, he'll start to leave now and maybe head down to bottom, maybe help them out, or just continue to farm. Actually, it looks like he might be waiting out to buy the orb, the Robe of Magi to get the Echo. Now he's got that up and online as well.
Unfortunately, he can't solo kill maybe anymore because of that Yules. If he does get Jingu stacks, it's going to get purged off. And then as well, just the fact that it's the very easy Yules into stun. Until he gets a BKB, it's not going to be just a free kill. He's going to have to look for the supports or maybe the Sven. Speaking of Sven, he's got his
Jerax coming in. He does manage to get the jump on Ame, but nah, he's going to have to leave from that one. Stop not going to land either. The Ice Charge being perfect, so he will be able to just leave from that one.
Voice chat lines coming out.
Never really understood why people use that one. Well, actually, I do understand why they use that one, but it seems pretty weird.
All of the voice chat lines are for fluff. Whatever makes you laugh, that's what it's about. OG is a team of flower power, even though their flower is currently sick, and friendship.
That is true. That's very true. Touch punch down on the bot here. Chow's going to be in a bit of trouble. Seth coming in as well. Go ahead and drop the Guardian Angel, and they also drop the Grimstroke Ultimate. They get the double silence going out. No, Ana was raged. He'll be perfectly fine. He'll still be stunned up, though. Snowball not going to find anything, and Earth Splitter goes through. That's actually a pretty big Earth Splitter. Will hit Seb, but it won't do anything immediately. Seb does throw out the Sprouts. Not going to find anything. Warlock Golem already dead. 100 gold, and Ana just looking for somebody to hit. He's like, who am I going to put my open wounds on? And he just couldn't find anybody. Nobody died.
Yeah, big ults.
Nobody gained.
Both teams, but nobody dies. So I think that goes OG's way.
Yeah, because Thompson was farming the whole entire time, and they dedicated 5 heroes.
Yeah. Well, they dedicated 4.
Or no, yeah, it was 4-4.
So, overall, probably net even. I would say maybe a bigger commitment from OG, because just Warlock Golem is such a big cooldown. The Earth Splitter's already going to be up in almost a minute. It's going to be about 2 more until we get that Golem again. So maybe OG looks to back off of this tower. They are really just comfy, just sitting on a down bottom and heading this.
Just rages and TP's out. So, bot tower is definitely going to go down here, though. They're not looking to defend it.
Right too. And it looks like they might swing on mid.
Yeah, they're not looking to defend it. They're just going to try to take what they can. And it's very few. OG. It's still leading in the net worth.
They are
slightly
pressuring in bottom, but I don't think the bot T2 is worth the mid T1.
Right. Well, now they're pressuring the T1 and the Tier 2. And, well, okay, they're TPing rotations in. Or not TPing, they're walking over there. Ame looking for just some creeps, and FY channeling the stun on the high ground. We'll find Shoshka. Sends up the Astral Spirit, looking for the follow-up stun. Yeah, Warlock looks pretty dead. But it looks like they still... Yeah, OG will get the top tower, and they do not lose the bot tower. Ana coming back in. So...
Yeah. Medallion now on Nature's Prophet, so a little bit of extra armor. Be able to spend. They actually lose their own mid-tier 1, though. LGD able to strike back with some counter pressure of their own. Ame feels confident enough to be in these fights. He's level 13. He's got the level 2 ult. Warcry, he's pretty tanky. Still no Lifestealer Radiance, so not really a big worry about Ana showing up in these fights.
So, I guess what's the big thing we're really looking for here? We want LGD to start stacking up some muns and maybe get a good kill, which we're about to see right here, actually, because we're going to get both Tusk and Seb just going down here. In fact, they find Warlock again, so that's all the support's going down on the side of OG, Nature's Prophet, and this is probably enough for them to just push down the mid and apply some pressure.
This is that big, like, 15-20 minute timing I was talking about from LGD, right, where they just group up together as 5, and they know Rock's on cooldown. They know that Ana isn't ready to fight yet. He's still farming, and just take another tower. Close off that map. Don't let Ana just play his AFK move. He's done this for as long as he's been able to in professional Dota. Like, that's it. His PL, his Spectre, his Ember Spirit, all these late game heroes, he's infamous for it. So they're trying to close off the map and not let him have that freedom. So they're just running across the map as 5.
OG's trying to, or Thompson in particular, is really trying to find as much freedom as he can here. But like you were saying, they're just pretty much choking out the map pretty good now. Now they've got the bot tower and the mid tower, actually both the mid-tier towers going down. So they got a lot of map domination now just with the towers being destroyed. LGD smoked up. They were trying to look for Thompson, but they're not going to be able to find him, which I think gives them time for the Roshan. So yeah, they're going to try to do the Roshan, the tag team online, as well as just throwing down some fire. The dire scan, they see it. It's at half HP. They do not really have a lot of time. Yeah, they're running real hard, but I do not think they're going to get there in time. Spirit is there. The stun goes through. They do manage to find Asleep. It's on the ground. Tusk is trying to swap out items to grab it, so Ana ends up getting it still, but now they do have the Guardian Angel coming through. JRX goes down as well as Thompson, the Aegis expended. Shoshka goes down as well, and now they're looking for Ana. He's getting low, but the Trade Ring actually screws over Ana. He's going to be in a bit of trouble. The stun's going to be available soon. Stomp, not gonna, oh, it did land, and Chalice will get the heal bomb, killing him off. And now they're just going to travel down the bottom because they see that Seb TP down here as well. Oh, he can't really get out of that Sprout though. Stun gonna whiff as well, and actually this is probably not much of a trade they want to do. We'll TP back to base and
that was a
just take what they can.
Though. They spotted it just soon enough that they were able to get the first Spirit off, and that was the big thing. The Elder Titan is one of the best heroes to fight around the pit for that very reason. Before BKBs come online, like, Thompson didn't do anything in that fight. He just got deleted between the combo of the Soulbind, everything Baby was checking out, and then finally the Earth Splitter. Thompson was a non-factor, and the only reason that Ana lived was because he had Aegis. which he barely managed to grab. If there was a blink dagger on Sven, that would have been an Aegis snatch.
I imagine that's exactly what he's going. He is not going for blink. He's going straight into that Daedalus. I don't know if I like that. I feel like he absolutely needs a blink in this game.
Does he though? Because I mean, Thompson's just
Finds the stun. Thompson slept up. Chalice coming in for the heal bomb. And so, okay, well, Thompson heals to completely to full. Nova dies on the back in the mid to Ana. But they find Thompson. They drop the splitter for it though, but it's a really low cooldown. I think they're perfectly fine with that.
And they got Wukongs out of it too. It's not like they didn't trade anything for it. He did use his Wukongs.
They're also applying very adequate pressure to this bottom tier 2 tower. TP rotation comes in, and now it looks like maybe he's in a bit of trouble here, and will end up going down to the Tusk and just getting right-clicked down.
Mid laner for mid laner, but they do claim 2 towers off the back. LGD making very good moves around the map at this point. Able to put pressure. This is why maybe he went for these bots. Yeah, he's gonna die, but he's keeping pressure away from Ana. Ana's level 17 at this point, ahead of Ana, who did get that Midas first. They're just, the moves around the map are just better from LGD at this point, and part of it is facilitated by these wards. We've got the deep vision here, and the deep vision here that FY has been able to drop as they smoke and look for these engagements. So they constantly know where Ana is, where they can play away from. As long as they find Thompson, Thompson's an easy pick. Like we saw top. The only reason he was able to kind of turn was because he'd already built up a couple Jingu stacks. Even then, it was just barely done anyway.
Ama in a bit of trouble here. He will pop his BKB to make sure he's not going down today. Does manage to land the stun. There goes the Warlock Rock as well. He is up to 3 stacks of Jinju, but he'll be able to just walk away with the BKB stacks dispelled. They bring Thompson up into the air. They drop the first stun. Thompson just goes down immediately again. He needs his BKB. Like, it's 100%. The BKB is his next item as well. JRX in a bit of trouble. He gets Sprout, but the stuns follow suit, but it's not going to find too much though. Ana just trying to re-engage, maybe slow down the aggression, but holy moly, maybe just doing so much damage. Stun goes through, but Snowball though, they find the air splitter as well. They find the kill. Ana dead as well. No buyback indeed. And they're just going to push down mid. They want to force buyback from Monkey, but they don't know that there's no buyback.
This is that
2 seconds.
15 to 20 minute aggression that I was talking about. OG just wants to run at them with their lineup. If OG can hold late game, right? Once Thompson gets a BKB, once Ana gets a couple more items, then they have a very scary lineup. Warlock scaling late game is one of the best scaling supports in the game. Tusk can be very annoying with a bunch of items. But as it stands right now, they just don't have anything.
Thompson trying to find a re-engage back again, though. They do manage to drop the silence, but they also drop the GA. No big magic damage ability down this time. J-Rex will end up getting down to FY. Stunned up from the high ground, the Quelled Tree. Thompson once again going down. And it just feels so bad now. It hurts. Thompson just needs to farm for BKB now. But it's hard because they have so much map domination. LGD, with all the towers destroyed, they have the freedom and ability just to walk around and not really be contested and just walking around their jungle.
Chalice is going for his own radiance. He doesn't. All he needs to do is survive and press R until like a nullifier comes out or something like that to purge it off. The GA just absolutely wrecks them. It's all physical damage from OG. The only magic damage is the Maelstrom procs and the Radiance burn. It's nothing when you're talking about a Sven with 2400 HP before he pops his ult.
So, I know you just said he was going for Radiance. It looks like he actually changed his mind. He's going to go for an Aghanim Scepter.
Okay, that's also
which is, yeah, it's equally as good.
Again, all he needs to do is press R. Now he can press R and not have to be in the fight. Oh, they're jumping on my Sven across the map. Let me just help out with that.
Let me just hit R. I'm good to go. Ame trying to go for... Yeah. Does have the snowball. Warlock trying to slow it down, but there's not much you can really do to slow down that aggression. And Thompson just up here in the top lane, just looking to maybe cut the next creep wave. Next 20 seconds. 12 seconds.
He's just got,
Now.
this is what he has to do. This is his life now. It's just...
He just has to sit in the trees, eat creep waves, and then farm BKB in the jungle until then.
And you look at the vision on the map too, right? LGD has all of this aggressive vision behind towers on high ground here, spotting out the rotations. OG has one ward on that, just right here. They have no information to work off of. Thompson is able to get a courier kill, but they have to play so scared because we can see where everybody is, but for them, it's terrifying to be on the map right now. You don't know where Leshrac is, you don't know where the Sven is. A stun could just come from fog, and you are dead.
Yeah, OG's just in a very, very tight spot. It's literally just going to be a game of he has to get his BKB to win the game. And even then, like, at the point in time, like, LGD, by the time Thompson has BKB, there could be a bunch of items that they already have online. They could even, I'd love to be like, oh man, they'd have a nullifier, but that's not happening. Aghanim Scepter is actually going to be next. Or Ame might find...
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, Ame might find Tusk instead. Well, they definitely find the Warlock. They get Jerax as well. So, well, they trade off pretty easy.
They get
However, creeps,
strength, I guess, and they have Warlock still. But
they have Rock. They buy back and get ready to drop the Rock. They're even TPing in Ana closer to the tower here.
just look at the levels, though. Like, forget the farm for a second. Look at the levels. Ana's level 18, Thompson's 16. Whereas Sven is 22 and Leshrac is level 20. Those are big levels. Level 20 talents are huge on these heroes.
Stun lines Ana, though. The Rock does go through. It does so much damage, actually, underneath the Wukong command. Thompson, though, getting really low, is going to just be slammed down by Ame here. Seb going to start the TP, and it won't be interrupted this time. BKB fresh on him. We'll be able to let him disengage, though. Ana getting low again, gets stunned in. The heal bomb's going to kill him off. Does have buyback. We'll have to do exactly that in order to re-engage, but this tower slowly going down. The backdoor protection back online, though. They really do want to force this buyback out from the Monkey King at this point, but what are they even going to be able to do if he buys back? He doesn't want to buy back. He wants to save up as much money as possible to get that BKB. Stun goes out onto Ana. We'll just rage it off.
They just, with the Heavenly Race and everything, can't contest. They poke Ame, but they're not even doing a deal.
He goes up Jerax as well. He's just dead. Like, what are they going to do? There's literally nothing they could do. Maybe just cleans up. They get the mid-racks. They're walking to bottom. They're extremely confident. They know there's nothing they can do.
There's no BKB on Thompson. They cannot fight without the BKB on Thompson. And like you said, at this point, I don't even know if it's enough. Ame just hits so goddamn hard. Like, Ana is getting shredded by Ame at this point. They think that the Lightstealer is a way to deal with this Sven, but it isn't. It's going to be going the way around this game.
This game's just looking more and more over. They can't go for the third racks, though. They still have the tier 2 tower in the top lane.
They might be able to get Thompson mid. There's a ward there. If he shows on this creep wave, he will die.
Oh, it looks like he's just jumping around the Roche pit.
He knows. He knows he can't be there.
Going back up to the top lane just so he can farm that BKB. He's got the Mithril Hammer.
1,000 net worth on Sven. Closest Radiant hero is Ana at 13,000.
Yeah, it's a very, very hard game for OG indefinitely. He's got to go for the Desolator next, though. Maybe that will help them fight off this
that does not
eventual aggression.
Chalice has an axe. That is not the solution to their problems. Like, they need to kill Chalice. That is it. If they kill Chalice and he does not press R, they win the fight. That fight mid looks so good for about a second.
Oh no. Thompson is being pinged out. Sven did see him for 1 split second. They don't have any Tinker words, so they're not going to be able to find him.
He's got
unless he gets
too, so he can just silence up the
oh no. He can't cancel that jump. He silenced him up. There's the secondary silence coming out from Nova. That's a kill on on Thompson yet again. And there's the Seb spam. It's the only second one we've actually had this whole game, by the way. So I do want to go back to talk about the fact that FY is legitimately building an Aghanim Scepter.
It's good. Like, it's a good item. Oh, no.
Oh, is it enough?
Oh,
literally like 0.2 seconds away.
that was... If that lands, I think OG just loses the game right there.
Tusk trying to kill off Nova in the back lines here, but he's not going to end up finding it, and now they do have maybe coming in. Preps the stun, and Jerax looks pretty unhappy. Godstrength did go down. They're trying to go for the kill out onto Seb, and Seb just throws down his ultimate as his last hurrah. No buyback available for him, and Tusk flying back, though they do manage to get the rock down at the last second, but what is it doing? It's just being quick out so hard here. Thompson, though, and there's the GA. That Thompson ult basically negated completely, and Seb drops the GG. And there's just nothing OG was really able to do as soon as this fence started skyrocketing out of control. And like you said, the boot to travel, less rack, applying damage to literally any tower at any point in time. It just made the game extremely easy for OG and just a walk in the park. Or wait, no, LGD. Yeah. Made him an LGD walk in the park, no problem.